Hello everybody, welcome back to my Create Above and Beyond Let's Play. This is episode 11, and we have a lot of work to do today. First off, this thing looks really nice. I really like how I added this H, which is kind of represented in my channel name, Hydroflexion, and I have more to show. Okay, so anyways, I have a little bit of work to do. I mean, this place does look pretty nice, but I have some fixing up to do. But yeah, this thing is really starting to look like a tower now, which I'm just loving. Alright, all the sides are completely finished. And this thing looks a lot better than it did. Everything was so disconnected earlier, but now everything looks really, really good. Now that I have the walls in, I think it's finally time to build the elevator. As explained in previous episodes, I'm going to use a rope pulley, which pretty much can just lift up blocks. And so I'll have like an elevator in a shaft right here with this pretty cool window, so I can kind of see how high up I'm going. And then another cool feature will be it will use one of these controllers. So what these controllers do is they're pretty much these wireless links, but in a handheld remote. And if I click the button, then it goes up. Alright, here's what I got. So this is kind of the elevator thing itself. So there's the rope pulley up there, and if I turn this gear, crouch, then it goes down. And then if I turn the gear the other way, then it comes back up. There's gonna be some complicated redstone up here though. I'm gonna need to come up with a system where if you press the buttons on the control panel, then it goes to the according floor, which will be difficult, but I believe I can do it. Okay, so I did some redstone stuff. So pretty much these controllers can be accessed by a remote, and when you click it, it activates this sequence gear shift, which pretty much just moves it 8 blocks. And it's connected to this pulley. So if I go in here, I can click down, and it goes down really slowly. Yeah, this is a little bit too slow for me, but there is a way to fix this. So if I come up here, I have a speed controller right here, and right now it's at 16 RPM, but I can crank it up a little bit. Let's try 96. Oh yeah, that is a much nicer speed. But what if I can go faster? Let's try 128. Oh man. Oh! Yeah, I'm not gonna do 128. Yeah, 96. We'll just stick with 96. So I left myself quite a bit of space up here, and I can expand this out a little bit more too, so that I can maybe make some more automation. So like, I can, instead of pressing the button to go up a floor, I can just press a button to select which floor I want to go to. So that would be a little bit more complicated, but I think I could do it. But that is not what I'm going to do this episode. Okay, now I need to add lecterns with these controllers on them. Even if I'm not on the floor that this thing is here, I can still call it. Okay, so I've gotten a couple of things like this, kind of just positioned on each of the floors. So now, I bet you guys are wondering why I made this wall so blank. And the reason is because I want an item lift. The reason is just because I don't think that like these launchers and these bubble elevators are going to be a sustainable way of transporting items up and down my factory. So instead, what I want to do is have kind of like a platform with completely filled with like barrels, so it has a ton of storage, and it just kind of goes up this wall here and kind of just delivers all the items to where they need to go. And I can have like filters on each of the floors that make it so that only the items that are requested can go to that floor. It is going to be using a rope pulley that will bring a platform down, and when it hits down, it'll hit a wireless link, which will flip the direction, and then it'll go back up, and it'll just keep going down and up. And it will stop at each station to deposit its items. Okay, so I've kind of got this thing here. It has a ton of these cobble barrels, which have a ton of extra space in them. And then they have these two storage interfaces. How I'm going to do this is there will be an observer with a redstone link. So once this reaches the bottom right here, it will trigger this, and I will toggle it to start heading up again. So now I need to do all the stuff on top, and then this thing will be fully operational. Alright, I'm at the top. I can see the little platform there, and I've got power routed over to here. So I need to attach the rope pulley. Then I take the rope pulley. Ooh, it's dangerous. The line was moving too fast, so I just geared it down a little bit. So now I need to connect this power toggle latch. Each time it's clicked, it will just toggle this on, and this thing will start going down. And I can toggle it off, and it'll start coming back up. So then, if I put down my redstone link, and remember the frequency down there, and I set this to receiver mode. Now I need to create an observer for up here, so that I can detect when it gets up to the top. Okay, that should work now. So if I remove this block here, then this should toggle, and it shouldn't be going down. Alright, so now we need to wait for it to go down and grab that machine. Now I click this lever, and now the entire thing should hopefully start coming back up. Okay, that's a problem. When it hits the observer, it powers it, then when the thing leaves, it powers it again, which flips the thing, and it broke it. I think instead I'm going to place a redstone block there and just attach it directly to the redstone. Alright, I've made some modifications to the lift. Added this redstone block here. Now I need to add a wireless link and set the frequency to cobblestone, and now it rises. So let's quickly head to the top and see if it can return. Alright, it's coming up, Now it goes back down. Awesome. I think that is all I have time for in today's episode. Today we made this cool little item lift, we made this nice elevator, and of course I can't forget this awesome new second part of my base. It was really fun building stuff today, but I did die a lot. I made this place so tall that I just keep falling to my death. Like in the chat you can just see, I did fall from my place, I fell from my place, fell from my place. And this isn't even all, this is only like half. So I had a pretty hard time recording this, but it was still really awesome and rewarding. So in the next episode, I'm going to do some fixing up on this elevator, and then next episode, I really want to start on my precision mechanism thing, because this is a really long and complicated path, and so I want to try to start doing it, like maybe automating crystals or making an iron farm. I don't know, any of these would be so fun. If you want to see that, please subscribe. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and see ya later!